What's up, guys? Chris Kennedy here, chilling in a parking lot, waiting to go into a doctor appointment. Had a few free minutes to kill, so I was going through some emails, specifically YouTube emails. I usually don't read my YouTube emails, and I usually don't even delete them. I usually just ignore them because I get so many of them. Every time something happens on YouTube, they email me. But I had, for about the past 15 minutes, I've had some time to kill, so I was going through them. I noticed that I had a ton of comments and a ton of notifications about my Krav Maga videos. And I've only made 2 Krav Maga videos, but they've gotten a lot of traffic and they've gotten a lot of comments. I think those 2 videos alone have more comments than the rest of my videos combined. At least that's how it seems. So a lot of Krav Maga fans out there, which is cool. It's good stuff. I didn't read all the comments. I only read a few of them, but something that I did notice is that in my Krav Maga videos, seems like a lot of people are a little butthurt, not too happy with what I had to say about Krav Maga. So I want to say, first of all, sorry. I didn't mean to say anything negative about Krav Maga. Just sharing some experiences that I had. I actually really like Krav Maga, and I kind of wanted to make this video to sort of extend an olive branch to those of you who felt that I was speaking negatively about Krav Maga. So just really quick, I want to tell you guys about a Krav Maga experience that I had a few years ago in Colorado. This was one of my first times going to Krav Maga. I'd had a handful of other experiences and classes with Krav Maga teachers, but when I was in the military, my unit, this was like 5 years ago or something. What just happened? Sorry about that. So my unit, we went to Colorado for some training, and while we were there, we had, I remember one day we were able to sleep in the next morning. So a lot of people, so no one was going to bed early. A lot of people went out and hit the town. I wanted to go train a little bit, so I hopped online and found the closest gym nearby that I could just walk to. It was like 2 miles away. And it happened to be a Krav Maga gym, and they had a class that night. They had 2 classes that I went to. One was just called Grappling. The other one was kickboxing. The kickboxing class was like other kickboxing classes. You jump rope, you'd practice a combo, just normal kickboxing. They had some gloves they lent me and stuff because I didn't have my equipment with me. The grappling class, however, was like nothing I'd ever experienced before. I was expecting some sort of a no-gi jiu-jitsu class. That's normally what you find when you see grappling at a gym. Even at Krav Maga gyms, that's usually what they are. But this one happened to be a Krav Maga-based grappling class, and it was super interesting. So the guy teaching the class was a Krav Maga instructor, and he also had, I think he was a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, and then he had a really strong wrestling background. So just a strong wrestler and very into Krav Maga. And his class, it was like nothing I'd ever done. We grappled, and but like in MMA and in jiu-jitsu, we'll sometimes practice like what do you do when someone's on top of you trying to punch you or hit you or obviously submit you? How do you deal with this? But with this class, he he pulled out like a plastic knife, and he had taught us some drill like when someone's on top of you with a knife, and he had us do other drills like some guy's on top of you, but he's like grabbing your hair and stuff like that. It was a very unique grappling experience, and it's a grappling class that I've never seen replicated anywhere else. I've been grappling for 16 years, trained under dozens of instructors, and I've never seen anybody teach a grappling class like this guy before. And I really liked it because as competent of a grappler as I am, and as confident as I feel in grappling, I don't feel confident at all if I'm fighting somebody who has a knife. If somebody had a knife and they were sitting on top of me. And let's be honest, I know how to deal with people like grabbing my head and trying to get posture control, but I don't know how to deal with somebody grabbing my hair and like trying to slam my head into the cement or something like that. And so I've tried to research this kind of stuff online, and it's hard to find. There's not a lot of Krav Maga grappling out there. So anyway, just want to make a video saying that one of the best grappling experiences I've ever had in 16 years of grappling was at a Krav Maga gym. One of the best lessons I ever had was at a Krav Maga gym. And one thing that I love about Krav Maga, or I should say another thing that I love about Krav Maga, is that they're not traditional, right? If you take a Kung Fu style or karate, it's traditional. They take the system that their teacher taught them, which was the same system that their teacher taught them, and it just kind of stays the same generation after generation. But it seems like Krav Maga is constantly trying to update their system. And at least that's the impression that I get. And so that was one thing that I loved about this gym, is they took the whole new MMA craze and they started to blend it with Krav Maga. So, you know, defend against ground and pound, but hey, let's also learn how to defend against some guy who's sitting on top of you with a weapon. So I really liked that a lot. Yeah, so, and I would love to train more of that. I would love to train more grappling like that. I think it would help my jiu-jitsu out immensely. Anyway, so there's a bit of an olive branch for you Krav Maga guys. Sorry I haven't been making many videos recently. I'm just a busy guy these days, and YouTube is not a priority. My YouTube videos aren't. But if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to ask, and I'll go ahead and post a response if I can get around to it. Anyway, good luck with your training, everyone. Peace.